is trending, then you must know we are always talking about it. Everything buzzing in the world of entertainment is what we do here. What we talk about here on the Buzz on Agate Television, where we get to bring you all the buzzing gist, all the trending, juiciest details in the world of entertainment, in arts, in culture, and gossip. I am your lady from Galilee, Nigeria, and I'm not alone. I am with.
All right, I am Wina Yunguhime, and you're welcome to the Buzz on Agate Television.
All right, Wina, fine girl.
You're always saying fine girl. You two are a fine girls. Please stop washing me like this.
No, it's not wash now. I just want to
if
admire.
You know that if she's giving you, it's just sweet mouth, please.
No, I'm very honest.
Why are you saying no? I beg, please don't trust this Galilean. The words that come out from her, please.
Okay, that's a first. I'm hearing that for the first time because everybody knows I am to be trusted. Okay. Everybody knows that my word is truth.
It's true, Sha. It's true, Sha.
Yes, it's true.
That's the point.
all right. We have so much packed for you on the Buzz today. Do stay tuned. We'll return shortly. Welcome back. You're still tuned to the Buzz right here on Agate Television. And if you're just joining us, the show is streaming live on all the social media handles currently displaying on your screen. So do well to follow, to subscribe, and to share your thoughts in the comments because we love to hear from you. All right, moving on to our first trending entertainment story for today. The 11th edition of the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards lit up Lagos with glitz, glams, and major wins. Lisha B, The Uprising, and Seven Doors were the biggest winners of the night, taking home multiple awards from Best Makeup and Indigenous Film West Africa to Best Score. These productions dominated the spotlight. Chioma Akpota won her first AMVCA Best Lead Actress for her role in Seven Doors, alongside Femi Adebayo, who also won the Best Lead Male Award for his role in same movie. Some other key winners are Best Costume Design, which went to Christmas in Lagos, a film by costume designed by Adedamola Adeyemi. Best Makeup and Best Indigenous Language Film West Africa went to Lisha B, The Uprising, and to Hakeem Onilogbo. Best Score and Music, Seven Doors. Tolu Obanro. Best Supporting Actress went to Mercy Aigbe for her role in Farmer's Bride. Best Supporting Actor to Gabriel Afolayan for his role in Inside Life. The Trailblazer Award went to Kayode Kashum. Digital Content Creator of the Year went to Iyo Prosper. I love the fact that Chioma won her best ever AMVCA Best Actress, Best Lead Actress Award from a Yoruba film. It was something I wasn't expecting. I mean, from over the years, she's featured in a lot of Igbo films. So I was looking at the looking at the point where she would just be
the kind that we call Saba wood.
But you know, Chioma has Chioma.
No, she has.
Yes.
But you know, back in the days, the kind that we call Saba wood.
Yes.
And like you said, it's amazing that she won. She got an award from a movie that is so different from her usual kind of epic movies.
Yes,
so it's great.
It's great. Congratulations to Chioma, and this is like it's been a long time coming. We've been expecting it over the years, and she had real time competition with so many people. Ebere, she had competitions. She was nominated in a very tight category. You know, Bimbo Ademola Ademoye was there. So many other amazing actresses, and she just came out the winner, strong.
she did the work.
She did the work.
She deserves the award.
Yes, and looking at Seven Doors actually deserved all the wins.
Yeah.
Yes, looking at the fact that Femi Adebayo, it's beautiful that the both of them, because even Femi Adebayo delivered an outstanding performance in Seven Doors, and I just love the fact that the both of them were rewarded for their hard work. And for people going about to say that, okay, Chioma did this, Chioma did that, she has not won any award, I'm sure this will shut your mouth right now, because she has won it. Yes, if you rate people based on AMVCA, then Chioma has it now. So I'm sure your mouths are sealed, because there's nothing more to say.
That's true. That's true. And well done to Chioma for that.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
To both of them, of course. And the movie Seven Doors.
So, and Lee Shabi, The Uprising.
Yes.
In fact, I was expecting Lee Shabi. I just knew that they were in a very tight space with Lee Shabi, you know, still in the spotlight, that kind of epic, the war scenes, the well choreographed war scenes and everything. I just love the fact that these films, we get to see that their hard work paid off. You know, people voted for them, they were nominated, they were voted for, and all that hard work didn't go to, you know, didn't fall by the waterside, where people will start to say, years ago somebody was saying AMVCA is scam. They already know who they want to award and all that.
I heard that.
And so I'm glad that these people are actually getting, you know, recognition for their hard work. It's really beautiful. Congratulations to all the winners. Kayode Kashum, I just knew you were going to win something. Congratulations to all of you who took home awards and those who didn't. Mercy Aigbe too.
She did, yeah. That is one. And to think she's not even Yoruba.
Yeah. Chioma was not even Yoruba, and she just took that award. But it's still beautiful. It's still beautiful. And looking at the storyline around Seven Doors, well, let's not go into that. Let's not go into that.
All right, so still on the AMVC, veteran actor Ibrahim Chatta has openly declared his disinterest in the African Magic Viewers Choice Awards AMVCAs, revealing he neither submitted a film nor expected an invitation. In a podcast interview, he said he wouldn't pray for something he isn't interested in, and questioned why he should care about not being invited. CBC trouble. Let me just continue. Well, Chatta emphasized that he already has numerous awards. Okay. Should I say it in the Kardashians, sorry, including honors from respected figures like Professor Wole Soyinka, and simply chooses not to flaunt them. So who says she not flaunt them?
Who said?
Why? Bros, why? He suggested his low public profile and lack of social activity might be why he is overlooked, but he remains bothered. Maybe somebody that is not bothered will come and be saying all this.
But they were asking him. Even Portable was dragging him. Why? I think I love the fact that he came out to actually talk, because Chatta has been in the news over the years for different things, different awards, and he will just be quiet. I love the fact that he's coming out to talk about this one. Chatta is an amazing actor.
He is. If you look at Yoruba movies, I mean, there's out of 10 movies he has featured in like 8. He's awesome. He is really great.
See his performance in Lee Shabi, The Uprising.
I don't understand why he's now. But I don't understand where is this is.
I don't know too.
Should I say it's a rant, or I don't know.
Portable and other fans too contributed, because I even saw somebody online saying, okay, he didn't submit the film maybe because he didn't have money, so we'll donate. Is it 1,000 or 100 naira they were talking about that they will donate and give to him to go on. What is wrong with these fans? I mean, you don't. Turn crazy.
You know, when you're I told you the other time, when you're a celebrity, sorry, there's people just come at you from all directions. You need to be really thick-skinned to stand, or you will collapse.
You will.
And they will leave it there. In fact, they will take pictures and post that, okay, so you are not strong. Who told you to be a celebrity? Nevertheless, we already know that Ibrahim Chatta is a great actor, and I've seen many of his Yoruba movies. In fact, I didn't even know. He's just great. He's in the leagues with Femi Adebayo and the rest.
Yes,
he's great. So I don't know why he was not invited and why he didn't submit a film. But he already says that he has awards from respected figures like Wole Soyinka. He just doesn't want to flaunt them. Having a private life is good, but this one now that you are coming out to speak about it, it's no longer so private anymore. We understand where you're coming from, bros. And don't worry, next AMVC, I and Galilean will be hosting.
Aha!
We're gonna nominate
We're
you.
going to nominate
We're
you.
gonna give you an award. Even if they did not invite you,
We will invite you
to his house.
and go and
We
give
will
him
our
the
award.
And Choma was not there now, but they gave her the award.
We will
So
take it
go
to his
there.
house.
We'll take it to him
Yeah,
and
right.
give him the award. So Portable, rest assured, all those fans that want to donate 100 naira, don't worry, just send it to our account. We accept the money in person.
And
Send it to us.
giving him the award because he does not like to
He does
flaunt
not-
it.
yes.
We will flaunt it on his behalf.
Exactly.
Is that not so?
That's so. So it's case
Well,
settled,
good.
case closed.
Well, good.
All right. That's the much we have for you on the entertainment segment. Now we'll bring you our movies segment, and we have a gripping one here. The Last Rodeo follows Joe Wainwright, a retired rodeo star who is forced to return to bull riding to help his grandson battling a brain tumor. As he seeks a comeback, Joe must confront his past, repair broken relationships, and adjust to a changed sport dominated by younger riders. While the story leans on familiar underdog tropes, it's elevated by strong performances and thrilling bull riding scenes. The film explores aging and redemption with emotional depth and thought. And though it stumbles at times, it remains a solid and heartfelt sports drama. The only thing, I will be very honest right now, the only thing that that caught my attention was the real life bull riding. I mean, it wasn't fake. Like when we're little kids, I'll say,
even get into that sport. What is
it's
why?
so dangerous.
Ha. You know, even when you're just watching it from the other side and the bull is like, and you're like, oh my god, he's going to fall. What happens? What if the horn pierces him or something? You're like, oh
I was so scared for this actors.
No, I don't really know why. Anyway, maybe it should be added to one of the extreme sports.
Extreme.
It is quite
It is
extreme.
quite extreme because I cannot be caught dead riding a bull.
Sometimes you just fall over the bull, and what if it stomps on you?
You're gone.
Walai.
You're gone.
True.
No, I can't be caught dead riding a bull. So it's a no for me.
The extreme sport. It should
And
be.
I love the performances of the lead actors. I love the performances of the lead actor. I love what he did there, and I saw exactly what the movie was trying to do. But I think they leaned too much on the bull riding scenes that they forgot to paint that image of family, of redemption, and all that. I saw that the bull riding scenes were a little bit overwhelming, and they paid it way too much attention. It was talking about a man trying to save his grandson through bull riding, a man who left a past because his wife died, a man who was seeking redemption, and then you just bring us bull scenes to I was scared, and then what? I finished. I ended the movie with fear, not the final message of redemption and love and family over everything. I mean, they could have done better.
But come to think of it, why is that there's no bull riding in Nigeria?
Who are rider?
Let's ride cows.
I cannot be part of it. In fact, there's no member of my family that will go and ride
cows, please.
Please, let them be riding it there. We'll be watching it on TV.
But you know, bull riding can be cool here under the sun. You'll be riding the bull under the sun.
The sun will even make the bull so angry. The sun will make the bull so angry that when they throw you over, they will not hesitate to stomp on you. Please, there are some sports that are not good for our climate here.
It's extreme.
It's extreme.
It's supposed to be extreme in extreme weather conditions.
The weather condition is not suitable for bull riding. Yes, that's what I think.
All right. And so next up, Nkabi is a gripping South African crime thriller that weaves culture, crime, and redemption into a tense narrative set against the gritty backdrop of the country's underworld. It follows Frank, a former assassin turned taxi driver, and Lucy, a troubled single mother whose life spirals after witnessing a brutal murder by the feared Nkabi gang. As Lucy becomes a target, Frank is pulled back into the violent world he tried to leave behind, creating a compelling journey of sacrifice, loyalty, and haunting past. While Nkabi delivers strong cultural elements and a layered story, it stumbles slightly with underwhelming action sequences and casting choices that didn't fully match the demands of a high-stakes thriller. Still, the film stands out with its emotionally driven performances, especially from Michelle Tyran as Lucy, and its bold exploration of personal redemption in the face of generational violence. It's a thought-provoking watch for those who appreciate character-driven crime dramas rooted in African storytelling.
I love the African part. Yeah, I
You know,
did.
the last time we were here, we're talking about how African movies are like top notch now. Telling the African story the African way is just great. You don't need
A touch of
of westernization or something to make the movie amazing. So for it just being an African movie, for me, if I'm going to rate it now, just that it is telling an African story, you know, I've got to be, is it patriotic, compatriotic, anyone at all.
All join. I'm not completing English for anybody.
Very African now, because I am an African to the bone. Because we have not started rating yet, but I want to rate the movie like 9.5, only because it is just the fact that it's an African movie telling an African story with African, you know.
As an African myself, I think I'm going to be more hard on my fellow African people, and so I'm going to rate that film a 6.5 over 10.
Hard, please. Why are you so hard?
Somebody
why are you so hard on Lucy?
Above
why
5.
Are you so hard on Lucy?
I didn't like the casting choices. I mean, they could have done better. And then the actions that were underwhelming, that didn't do what I was expecting. For a crime thriller, it should have been better. And coming from Africa, where we know that these gangs are real, if you can't do it, when I was in school, they tell us, if you were to play a madman on stage, go and understudy a madman. Look at what they do. Spend one day with them. Look at what they do. Okay, if you live in be mad. If you need to play a drunk, don't go and be doing
drunk.
Go to where people drink and get drunk and become a drunk, so you can understand it better. Not all these half-baked crime thrillers we keep getting every now and then. I was expecting them to know exactly what these gangs do and be able to reenact it exactly the way they have seen them do these things, not come and give us some half-baked gang fights, gang this, gang that. And it was underwhelming, and the casting choices, I had serious problems with it. I mean, they could have done better. They were better I'm not saying those actors were not good, but they were not fitting.
Although the storyline is kind of cliche, because most times it's like, okay, I used to be bad, I now stop being bad, and now change me to now I'm a good man.
You don't see
now I now get myself into a situation where I have to be bad again. I'm struggling with the decision of, should I be bad, should I be good,
and then I decide to be bad.
It's kind of cliche, but Shami, I think my 9.5 is still steady. People should come.
Your shoulder is still high.
Yeah, if you should collect my 9.5, I'm repping Africa.
Your 6.5 is still here with me. You know, go anywhere. If you won't talk too much, I can bring it down to 6.2.
You know, normal, the storyline is cliche, but
it's not.
An African story.
It's not given.
Even if people just do something in the video, I'm giving you 10. Like
no, I think I want them to be better. I want them to be better, excellent at what they do, because I know we all have it in us. Africans, we have excellence. It runs in our veins. So I want to see all of it. So for that reason, I think I'm going to be a little bit more harder on our African producers, African directors, African actors, because I always want them to do better.
Right.
Yes.
Now, maybe it's just Zazu you people put. Zazu in the lion, you just put him, it's flying. It's a 10 from me.
All right, that's it for our movie segment, and it's now time to open the food basket files and see what's cooking today. We are thrilled to host one of Benwe's finest chefs, someone who has been working tirelessly to take our local cuisine into the global stage. Join me as we warmly welcome Mr. Levi Ohi. He's a chef, a seasoned chef. Join me as we welcome him right after this break. It's still the buzz.
He's not a cook.
Not a cook.
He's not a mama put. He's a chef. He's
seasoned.
a chef.
Seasoned.
He will bring his hat though. Where's his hat? You know that chef used to carry
hat.
Yes. He's not a cook. He's not a cooker. He's a
mama
chef.
Put.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back shortly.
Committed to someone, then you don't have to be faithful to that person.
When you're talking about fidelity and trust, You could be faithful, you could be loyal. And if your partner feels or perceives you are not, does that mean you are not?
Appearance could make someone not be faithful. Sometimes you have a partner that don't really look at the needs, your needs. I'm talking about the financial aspect. Doesn't
Yes.
look at your needs, and then there's someone that sees
the
needs too.
lady in you is
Yes.
screaming needs. And you feel like with communication we
With
can solve the
communication,
issues of infidelity.
Yes, with communication, I know that if you are communicating, you won't see need to talk to someone. Then you won't cheat on me. I want to talk to you and just you. I don't want you to talk to multiple
Some people
people.
they talk well, and still they cheat. So.
Trust me. so-
Okay, all right, but you feel like
communication, yes.
it's key.
Most times when infidelity sets in a relationship is when people are not talking.
In every relationship, somebody must be taking more pain. Somebody must
Really?
do more sacrifices. Yeah.
Oh,
It can
okay.
be even.
It can be even.
It's difficult.
Maybe
to be
this is
even.
something we should talk about next time.
Somebody must do
The
more sacrifices.
imbalance in
In
relationships.
relationships,
Let's now go to what we were talking about, which is are there justifiable reasons why?
No just.
Okay, Enes, you have had your say.
there's no justifiable
Okay.
reason.
Yeah.
For me, there is.
Okay.
I can justify. You're not talking to me. That's why I'm talking to someone else.
The true test of faithfulness is not when you are with your partner alone. It's, okay, I love tall ladies. To see if I'm faithful is to put me in the midst of tall ladies and see my reaction. If there is no test, you can't know for sure. You are jealous naturally. You have to work on your jealousy. So because you're a female, your partner should not talk to any lady. Once he's smiling, there's something going on. No,
Then
something,
there's
you know,
something is not
something
right.
something
Right?
Build trust. Let me know that you're smiling, but then I'm confident
For
that this smile is
people-
just smile.
For people who are jealous, there's nothing like trust.
Okay. Well, in this case, I will even ask Stephanie: will you even allow your partner to be friends with the opposite sex?
I want fidelity 100%.
The aroma in here has changed because we have fully opened the food basket files, and like I told you earlier on, we have an amazing chef in the house today, a seasoned chef. We are talking about no other than Mr. Levi Ohi. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It's a man of few words.
And one of few words indeed. Okay, so what makes Benue dishes distinct from every other Nigerian foods out there?
Yeah, Benue dishes are so unique in a way because of our spices, our flavors, and aromas. You know, when such spices come together, you will see the dish taste different. You know, we have them in numbers like the yiye, the koho. When you mix with some certain food, it gives a different taste.
Okay.
Yeah, and it makes it stand out.
Okay, so you're saying that this spices you have mentioned can only be found in Benue State?
Yeah, from my research, most of them are in Benue State.
Okay.
Then very few, you can see them in the eastern part of Nigeria, very few.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the few that you can find in the eastern part of Nigeria? I would like to know.
Yeah, the Oziza, that is what we call Iye here, is
Okay.
found in Igbo land.
Okay.
Yeah. And then ginger is commonly used everywhere.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Galila already said we have a chef. I want to be very emphatic. It's not a cooker. Please, it's a chef, not a cooker.
Not a brother put.
Not yes, it's not a brother. It's not
No.
a normal. Let me not say what I want to say, but just be sure that this is a chef, a certified chef. Sir, please, where's your hat? The tall hat.
A hat? Yeah, I'm not on full Nigeria,
Oh,
so
I
I
would
don't think I
love
can bring
to see
We
hat
would
in
love
here.
to see all of
But
it.
nevertheless, I just want these people to be sure that this is not a cooker. This is a chef. Okay, so Chef Levi.
Yeah.
Many people call Benue the food basket of the nation. Beyond quantity, what unique flavors or traditions support that title?
Yes, not just that people call Benue the food basket of the nation. Indeed, Benue State is a food basket of the nation because we are producing virtually almost everything. 80% of agricultural produce are coming from Benue State, from crops, tubers, seeds, name it. And then God has blessed us with a big river, River Benue, where we have the aquatic animals there.
Yeah.
So it makes it complete. Then we have livestock. Again, in the past, we have the University of Agriculture, now the Joseph Sawo Antaka University, which was planted to grow agricultural resource personnel in the state. So I think we are qualified to be called the food basket of the nation, not just by calling.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So why do you think Benue dishes haven't yet gained the global popularity of jollof or sianos? This jollof matter, we'll settle it another time.
And
But
then
why
fried
do you
rice
think?
then,
Why do
yes.
you think so?
Okay, I have made research, careful research over time,
Yeah.
and being an experienced chef for well over 20-something years now.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
Yes, I discovered that Benue food has never been projected. Our cuisines has never been projected. Nobody unveiled them anywhere to see the global light. So that is why carefully I sat with my team members, and we have to put off the Benue Food Festival to project our cuisines.
Okay. So you're doing this to, project these dishes coming from Benue State.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, that is the what we are trying to project,
Okay.
so that our food will be known globally.
Okay. So what foods are you looking at projecting? Is it everything, or you have maybe some which are more popular?
Yes, it's going to be in phases. The event is not just going to be...
You're advertising your events now, no? You come and pay us plenty money,
No.
chef.
No, we're talking, we're discussing.
Okay.
And the aim is every year we'll showcase some dishes.
Okay.
Because if we do it once, it may not go too viral the way we expect.
Okay. So what are these
So
dishes?
now, we have a variety of dishes, but the most signature ones, the Keisheshwa, we are going to push it out. We have the Okbehe rice from our brothers, the Doma-speaking part, has never been projected. We have our pocho, which is very unique. We have never, it's never been on any national menu, not to even talk of international menu. You can't go to any conventional restaurant and then demand for such delicacy and you get it. So I think it's time we should showcase our own delicacy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said something about Okbehe rice. This is on the side though. And you remember I used to have a roommate that loved to put Okbehe in everything.
Yes.
She used to have Okbehe beans. Seriously, she's making beans. She's going to
Chin.
add Okbehe in the beans.
Okay.
So this Okbehe
Yes.
is what we call baye, right?
Yeah.
So we can use it to make anything at all.
Anything, before now, I watch my grandmother, my great grandmother, I grew with her. I watch her cooking. She don't use any other seasonings like we do today. All her meals she prepare with that baye, we call it baye, then the Idoma call it okbehe. And the food will taste very nice.
It used to smell so nice.
Yeah. So
I don't think I can eat beans with okbehe.
Oh
though.
my God!
I don't think I can taste beans
that
with
Okbehe
baye.
beans. The entire place would be so
The aroma will change.
so sweet smelling.
I've not tried that myself, but I know that it will be good.
Okay, but these beans and baye, does it sound, as a chef, a seasoned chef, that is not a brother put? Please, does it sound like something tasty to you?
Yes, it does, because it's a seasoning.
Yeah.
It's a seasoning. When you go into where they are manufacturing seasoning, they put some certain ingredients together that they bring the cubes, whatever name they call it, to us. So they do this in a local way. So it's a seasoning.
Okay.
It can synergize,
Okay.
and it will give a good taste.
All right. So on a side note, now I want to ask this. You just touched on something that has been running through my mind for a while now. Why, since baye, we produce it here in Benue State, we have trees, I believe. When I was a little girl in the village, I know that there were trees you can get the seeds from, boil, and then, make baye from it.
The fermentation process and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, why do we not have these things, processed and sold in larger quantities? Because you just don't talk about baye. Somebody from Lagos cannot travel here just to come and buy baye in a bucket and then take it to Lagos and keep coming back, making those trips. I think it would have been better if it is processed. So what do you think, in your own capacity, what do you think you can do to project this baye out to the world?
Yeah, and in my own capacity, I cannot go into processing because I'm not a food scientist.
Okay.
Yes, that is the food scientist's job, to can, but I see that we have already collaborated with them. Somehow we are speaking. So if need arise in future, we can be able to put that together and then see how we can project it. But now the idea is just to project our cuisine, the finished product.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so on projecting the Benue cuisine, would you say that content creators, the modern content creators, are doing enough to promote our dishes out there? Would you say that?
Yeah, I've not seen that much. Though maybe because of knowledge, maybe they are trying, but I've not seen that much.
Okay.
Yes, and we the chef, we are trained not just to cook, but just to finish the food the way it will appeal the eater or the guest. And then these are the areas that we're going to touch so that it will meet up international standard, not just cooking the food and then, we have to compete with the world. Yes, that's the idea.
There are so many appealing foods out there, so many foods that when you see them, you want to test them. So this must be cooked and presented in a way that, yes, not, because I've seen one pocho that I could not eat. That's why I'm saying this. That pocho was not edible. Yeah, it was, but it was not edible to me. I mean, I couldn't.
All right. Well, on a lighter note, I do know that UK is quite popular. What we call uka. That one is very. It's already it's self-promoting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. But uka stuff, we can add it just to sell our culture. That is what we do.
Is it really healthy? This uka, is it healthy as a chef?
Oh my God,
I want to know.
What kind of
Yes,
No, I really want to know.
The food carbohydrate, the swallow that they use is carbohydrate based, so it still supplies something to the body.
Okay.
The fish is
it gives the energy.
Okay.
Though the protein may be so minute in quantity.
At least we are agreeing that
Yes.
it's not sufficient. The protein is not sufficient.
Yes.
As long as the test buds are pleased, I am good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, chef, how can we bridge the gap between traditional cooking and modern presentation for global appeal? Because sometimes you see a food, it's like they put one grass somewhere and put a bowl, a round bowl of rice and add some tianis. In the picture, like, my God, this will taste so yummy. There's a lot of stew and huge pieces of meat. So
I didn't even know that question would come, but I think I brushed into it a little.
Right,
and the whole world now is speaking the same language on the plate.
Really?
And then if we want to sell our food, we cannot be exceptional. When you are doing it, some of our people will feel that, no, they say, why are you decorating food? But that is what the world wants. So we are not going to be exceptional. We are going to do our food and remodel it, put it in a way that the white people will appreciate, the whole world will appreciate.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's about doing this thing so people can look at it and say, they don't just look at it and move away. They look at it and they want to test it.
Yes, in culinary practice, we know that 3 organs eat.
Okay.
Yes, the first one is the eyes. The second one is the nose before the mouth. Because when the eyes see an appealing food that is well presented, the appetite increase. And then when the flavors are good, the nose take it. It increases the appetite again before the mouth. So even if you cook a well-seasoned dish that is well seasoned, the mouth that cannot take it first, the eye sees it first before the mouth take it. It may be good but horrible looking at it.
Yeah.
So we must have to bridge that gap to meet up with the international standard.
Okay.
All right,
So what role? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. What role do you think tourism can play in exporting, Benue food culture to the world?
Yes. We are already working together, and you know, food tourism is becoming a very huge economical base for so many states and nations. So it's for them to open their doors and then welcome these kind of ideas for us to sell our food in our state. Everybody is doing it in his own area. You know, the Chinese, they are doing it. You can never see a Chinese chef come elsewhere and is cooking that food. As he's traveling with his food. Indirectly, he's selling his culture and his food.
That's true.
So it's the same idea. So if the tourism of our state and Nigeria at large open their doors, we're already knocking and working together with them. We can project not just Benue food and Nigerian food entirely, because our children who are growing now, most of them, if we're not careful, they may not know some of our dishes.
That's true.
We are borrowing so many items coming in, and we're looking at those items that they are more superior or special than our own.
That's true.
Which is not true.
Okay.
We have good food that supply all kind of nutrients into the body system. So we must not throw them away. So
That's true.
we have to synergize and work together with the arms of government that are responsible to see that this is achieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a content creator. Sorry, I'm taking you back, but I saw a content creator. I want to use two as an example here. I saw a content creator from this part of our world.
Okay.
The person was doing a video about food, eating, and it was fried rice. I saw about 3 videos. It was rice, noodles, and one thing or the other. But I saw another video from someone from, I think the person is from Benin or so.
Okay.
It was starch. It was starch and their banga.
Banga, yeah.
Yes, it was always that.
Yes.
It was a family. I think she is a food, a lifestyle. She's into, So she was just always constantly making videos about her family. So do you think a family eating starch and banga, they always fight about it, eat, quarrel, fight, it was like that.
Yeah.
But I saw that the food was always the main content. All the fights were just... So do you think that families can start to help project these foods that we have in Benue State?
Yes, we can do such stuff. Yeah, to see that our food is being projected too. Because we have more varieties than other places. So we can do some kind of side attractions in time to come, though it's capital intensive.
Yes.
But we are looking at how we can possibly do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so before I ask this question, I want to apologize to all the chefs out there. I said you people put grass on the plate. It's not grass, it's spices. It's not grass. Maybe don't eat grass.
No.
Yeah, we call it garnish.
Okay,
Garnish.
garnish.
Yes,
garnish.
Thank you so much for that. It's not grass, it's garnish. That's the right word. Human beings don't eat grass. They're not goats. All right, so chef, are there any Benue spices, vegetables, or cooking techniques that can stand out globally, like Thai or Indian spices?
Yes, I think if I remember, we opened up our discussion and I mentioned briefly some of them. We have some of our spices, though we use spices that are used globally. And you know, what makes a dish stand out mostly is not just the spices, methods of cooking apply. So each for spices, we have them. We have them in good numbers.
Okay.
That
That
we
can
can-
actually compete
Yeah, we
with...
can project.
Just
Okay.
a few examples.
Yeah, a few
please.
examples. I've mentioned Iye before.
Yes.
It's hardly you see it common anywhere. If you mix even your moi, if you touch Iye inside, it tastes different from
That's
any other
true.
one. Yeah, well, we call it tapupa here. So
Yeah.
yes, so the same thing with other food items. Then we have kyoho for our soups. There are certain soups that we apply the kyoho, the baye and nune and all that.
Okay.
So those spices are there.
Okay. So you just mentioned akpapa now, and I want to ask, what is... Okay, the Igbos have the okpa, and everybody in Nigeria knows about the okpa, but in Benue here, it's hard to just... I mean, not just Benue, in Nigeria, it's hard to leave this place and start to want to eat akpapa. Why is it so? Is it that the okpa tastes better than the akpapa, or...
No, even the okpa you talk about is originated from Benue, from
Okay.
the Idoma side.
Ooh.
It's because
Okay.
we did not project it and the Igbo borrowed it and it becomes their delicacy. It's just like we farm egusi here and we just eat it at home. We did not project it. So when the Igbo call it egusi, it had become their delicacy.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
So
meat egusi soup.
Yeah, but we call it che here, and we did not promote our
didn't
che,
promote
and
our
which
che.
which we cook in different forms with different items, you know.
Even
So
with caterpillar.
so not that the okpa is from the Igbo originally. It's
Okay.
from the Otukpa people that are close to them there. Then the people from the Oboro, the Enugu speaking part, they borrowed it. And being traders, they started selling it. So it goes viral. Our own, we just do it to eat at home. So
And
that's the
sell.
difference. And
Okay. Okay, so I want to ask this question. You just mentioned some delicacies from the Tiv people, the Idoma people. I think Benue is not just for these two tribes alone.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the Igedes, we have the Utulos. Are there any delicacies from those parts that because I don't know their delicacies.
Yes.
I would really love to know if there are other delicacies from those parts.
they do have, but I'm still making research there. I'm working
Okay.
with the Igede chefs too,
Okay.
so that on that day they will showcase their own. But I'm very familiar with the T1 and the Idoma
Okay.
speaking part.
Okay. So how can the younger generation be inspired to embrace and innovate with Benue food heritage?
It's very simple. As I said before, we need not to dwell so much on foreign food. We have to do our own food for our children right from when they are growing. Then they will grow with it. An Indian man will go anywhere and will want to eat Indian food because already he's used to it. So why we throwing our own, trying to be Western, where we westernize our eating? So the only simple truth is that is for us to take it as a culture and pass it on to our children right from when they are growing up.
Okay.
As they are little, they know our food and then they get used to it. They cannot depart from it.
Okay.
That is the only way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a chef, this one is on a lighter note. As a chef, what would you say is the best cutlery to eat your luam with? Is it the hand or with a fork, or a fork and a knife?
You know-
Which is best?
You know, as we grow up, all of us is tradition and culture that we wash our hand and eat our food.
Okay.
It enters better.
Yeah.
Till today, till tomorrow,
Okay.
I don't use any cutleries to eat swallow.
Oh my.
Okay.
I eat with my hand, and I would advise that is the culture of eating that very
Okay.
food.
So every food has a culture of
Yes.
eating it.
Like the Chinese, they use chopstick.
Yes.
Yeah.
They use their stick to use. Anywhere they go, you give them rice, they will use it.
And even if you go to India, I'm sure that I've seen movies where they're eating, is it rice or curry stew and something, and they're using their
They
hands.
use hands.
And they're seated on the floor.
Yes.
So you
Okay.
see.
So every meal has a tradition.
A tradition
Yeah.
and culture of eating it
Okay.
based on from where it originated from,
Okay.
mostly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to ask. This one is on another one, but on a lighter note.
Okay.
There's something they call choco in Tiv language.
Yes.
The houses they call it dafa duka.
Dafa, yeah.
Yes, they just dafa and duka everything together. Yes. So I want to know: is there a special way to cook that in Tiv land and maybe just project it to the world?
Yes, you know, the modern cooking is developing and is fast cooking.
Okay.
People don't have patience to wait for food to be cooked all day.
Yeah.
You know, like that choco you mentioned is a food that they cook overnight and finish the following day.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that
You
part.
It's not
No.
made out of rice, right?
No,
It's
from
not made out of rice.
No.
Okay.
From
Guinea
grain.
corn- Guinea corn.
Yes.
Oh, so that means we've been making a mistake all along, because
Yes.
I actually thought that it was made from rice.
The real choco that we used to eat,
Guinea corn.
that our mothers cook,
Yeah.
is from
Okay.
guinea corn, and it's cooked overnight. It will be on fire till everybody will know that the following day you are going to eat choco.
How do you eat guinea corn that's not ground?
This is the way they do it.
Okay.
They soak it, wash it, and then put on fire overnight. Then in the morning they are combining the ingredient that they need to put there: palm oil, pepper.
And it will be soft.
It will be very soft.
Okay.
You can add fish.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can add meat. You can even add baye.
You were tempting me to go and try this in your
Put
house.
it. No,
You can try
it's tasty. It's tasty.
The same
Okay.
process with ahuma. So if you want to do modern cuisine now, if you want to project those items, it will take too much time, and we'll have timing for food, even in the
Yes.
restaurant.
Yes.
You can't come and order choco and maybe, but there's a way. If we have to project it, maybe there's a way we'll look at it and
Yeah,
then
maybe you try to refrigerate.
yes,
Yeah.
or
You put boil and
keep.
refrigerate.
Process
Yeah.
and seal and
Yeah.
sell.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's a long
okay.
time cooking food.
Okay, so
Yes.
so is your chef? This one is not. It's not as if that's our character. Oh.
It's true.
It's not as if not our character. But I want to ask, where is your restaurant so we can go and eat there on credit?
Free. No, credit. Make it free because of credit we have to pay later.
Okay. Don't
No,
mind us.
for now,
don't
I'm
mind
yet
us.
to open my restaurant.
Okay.
I'm still working for someone.
Okay.
In Abuja, I'm working for a hotel in Abuja.
Okay, so when you open your own, now we can troop in and go and enjoy ourselves. Shut down.
Maybe very soon. You
Okay,
people
we'll
will
go
pray
and
for
shut
me.
down. We'll
Because
pray for you.
I'm even tired
we're
working for
praying
people.
for you. We are
Working for
praying
people
for
for
you.
20-something years now.
We are
Not to
praying for
worry.
you, sir.
We'll be
Thank
there on the day of the launch,
And then we'll
because there's
shut
going
down.
to be a lot of food.
Yes.
Lots.
Sure.
We are going to
Sure.
shut down everywhere that
Yes.
day.
Sure.
All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the bus today.
Thank you very much. I do really appreciate.
We had a great time hanging out with you.
Thank you
And
very
I hope we
much.
can do this some other time.
Very well.
All
If
right.
I'm available, we'll do it. Why not? Yeah.
All right. So that's it. With that's where we close our Benway food basket files on the bus today, and this is also where we call it a day on today's edition of the bus right here on Agate Television. I hope you had a great time because I did. I mean, talking about food.
And I'm hungry now.
I didn't
Talking
hear
about
that.
Food.
I didn't hear that. All right. Once again, thank you so much, Chef Levi Ohi.
I really appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
Wina, any final words?
Okay,
Don't tell them. Don't talk about food.
How can I not talk about food? We'll be talking about food for some minutes now. All right, I don't have any final words, but just stay tuned. Keep watching Agate Television and the buzz with me, yours truly, Wina Yunguhime.
All right. I am your lady from Galilee, Nigeria. Bye.
Bye-bye.